Hello, Maria here with Fourth Dimension. Me and this camera are gonna fight. Okay, so I'm doing a quick reading. This is for Libra. Tell me what's going on with Libra right now. I'm pulling from What's the Tea? So, Libra, you're dealing with a couple things going on in your energy, I feel right now. You are dealing with, I feel I'm reading for somebody, a feminine, that was struggling with a previous masculine energy. I have boss daddy in the reverse, moving in the reverse, fake flexing in the upright, uninterested in the reverse, and reflecting in the reverse. Whew. Right off the cuff, I feel like this is possibly somebody you know from work, or the work. If it isn't somebody that you know from work, if it is, this is going to resonate. If not, the work of this person has eliminated, and this person can't be flexing anymore. They lost their ego because they're out of work. I don't know what else to say. So boss daddy in the reverse, moving in the reverse, is I feel like they made a mistake by either moving away, or they were given an opportunity and they're not taking it, or it's not an opportunity anymore. Something occurred where this is in the reverse. The uninterested, the vibe I'm getting off the uninterested, and I'm going to clarify here in a minute, is I feel like they acted like they were uninterested all the while they were interested in you. They came off as arrogant and cocky and kind of like big time. They're more than what they are. They're claiming to be more than what they were. They were coming off as boss daddy, had a fancy car, talked big game, but really ain't shit. Literally ain't shit. And that's the card that I'm seeing in my head. But it's fake flexing, right? They don't have any money. They don't have anything in their repertoire. They don't have the financials to back up the big game they're talking about. And they might tell you, oh, that fell through. They were moving for this big job or this big promotion, this title, this it's like an advancement. So they're painting a picture to you that they are big game, and in order to impress you. That's the vibe I get, is they're trying to impress you. I don't feel like you were ever impressed with their money, but that's kind of the vibe I'm getting, is that's how they that's how they read all women. That's the vibe I have, is this person feels like they're very they tend to gravitate towards women they can impress with buying them things. I don't know. This could be your energy as well, as maybe that's how they perceived you, or you came off as a big daddy and that you wanted things and now they're seeing you for the real thing. I mean, it comes off in two different messages, but same message. So if you're dealing with a past person, they're awakening to the fact that you aren't all about money. Most likely because you're not about money. Like, you don't care. It's nice when people can pay their own way and carry their, like, you buy a movie ticket, they buy dinner kind of vibe. That's an equal, but I feel like this person historically has dealt with somebody who's just paid for everything, or they were always dealing with relationships where they had to provide it all. And with the lack of work and with the lack of title, I mean, they either lied to you about an opportunity that never existed to impress you, and now have to lie again about it not going through. But I feel like through this conversation, they're going to understand. Maybe this has already happened. Or if not, for all of you, I feel like you're going to get a conversation here shortly about how something fell apart financially for them. This big thing that they were working on didn't all the way come to fruition. And it's really You're here to support the person, and I'm sorry to say, it's like I hear you saying, I'm really sorry that happened. I'm really glad you're not moving. And they're shocked because I think the picture they painted to you was big money. I have this King of Wands. This is the energy, big time, player, and so this person feels like they've run the gauntlet of relationships through the financial ringer over and over and over. So they would find people that were only impressed by what kind of car you drove, what kind of clothes you wore, where what if you could open doors to private rooms in bars or pubs or whatever, speakeasies. I just heard that. I'm not into that. I don't know about that. I'm too damn old. Shit, I'm in bed by 10. I don't know. So I feel like several of you guys are struggling with this past player. I'm just gonna peek at this. Yes, I swear to God. So I got the 7 of Swords and I fell on the floor. It's like they don't want you to know of their history of, they have women, this person that I'm gonna just spill the tea on, they have relationships with really shallow individuals that really just are attracted to what they can provide them. So over the years, they've come to believe that all women require you or him, whatever, to purchase things to gain love. And it was really in out shallow relationships. This person doesn't really love. They've given up on love a long time ago. They feel everything is quid pro quo, equal tit for tat, I owe, you owe, here's the thing. If I want you next to my arm, if a woman comes to this man, she's like, I will show up for you. I will dress nice. I will smell nice. I will be nice. I'll perform certain things, and we can go out and have fun. But I also demand to be taken to the nicest restaurants. You're going to open the damn door for me. And it's very much a business transaction. So this person historically has gotten accustomed to women and thinking that all women are like you. They're not. Or excuse me, you are like all women. Sorry, it's a lot. It's just a lot coming in. And you weren't. You're genuine. You're totally cool with a brown bag at the park. You just want to hang out with this guy. And this person is going to come back. I feel like they totally got it wrong. I feel like they were told misinformation by a jealous friend of yours that interrupted this relationship, I believe, or a family member that said this person's too simple, this person's too plain, they won't fit in with the family. I'm not even kidding. It's like the family came alongside your ex-ish person, the person you were interested in, and gave them the news of, if you choose to be with, and this person cared deeply about you, and they said, if you choose to be with this person, you're not going to be with a family. Almost like blackmail, but it's a threat. And I feel like this family sees that if you would have connected with this person, their life would have changed spiritually from the inside out. They would have had a metamorphosis. They would have changed. This person would have transformed, and they sabotaged this relationship. I believe, for the simple fact of fear of loss of the family support. This is a very dark, toxic, codependent. I like that word, codependent family. So this family relies on the person that you are interested in to support them financially. They can pick up a phone call and say, hey, I'm $500 short for rent. Boom, done. That's how I see this. My car note's late. This, that, the other didn't happen. I was out sick. And so this person's constantly supporting multiple people in the family, along with supporting maybe a parent, and is juggling that. And then you come along and you're an additional cost. And I feel like the family thought, because of the history of the person, and they know how much this guy talked about you all the damn time to their family. I don't care if you're a female or male. I'm getting a male entity talking to their family members, and the male is sharing, constantly talking about you, and their families aren't stupid. They know that they know how this guy operates in the regular day, just everything's shallow. And then along comes you, and they can't, your name is in their mouth all the time. And they're like, no, you're threatening our security. You are a future threat of his dependence on, it's almost like that we got him trained. He won't make a move without our approval. And we'll lose that if you're in the picture, because he's going to change. They saw enough of that. They saw a spiritual change with this person. He made a decision. He chose the Queen of Wands over the Queen of Swords. I also feel he saw you as a Queen of Wands, and he's up in his head. Now he wants to come back and offer you the world. And there's some deceptive here. There's some deception. Right now, on the bottom of the deck, I have the Knight of Swords in the reverse, and then I have the Magician hiding underneath, like it didn't want to come out, and my spidey senses are on point today. So I feel like, oh my goodness, Libra, whoever you were dealing with somebody who was, when you met them, highly insecure and required family approval based on their trauma. So this is almost somebody who raised themselves, has older siblings, and these older siblings were the map for their, like, how to navigate the world. And their family members also were put through the ringer through trauma, alcoholism, abuse, neglect, screaming, possible physical abuse. I mean, there's a lot going on here. And so the siblings bonded together and they became better friends as they aged. And as this younger sibling is trying to recover just loss after loss of regular life and trying to get their feet, and then all of a sudden you come along and you're this beacon of hope for this person. They see that you were going to invest in this person, and they weren't having it, and so they help him, I believe, make a decision to turn away from you. This they want to come back and have a conversation and apologize. I also feel that they are stuck in their head. There is a devil along with the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like this is what I'm talking about, that codependent behavior, and they're tied to addictions, and they're tied to people pleasing, and they're tied to just a way of living and way of thinking, and you're very foreign. This is very, very foreign. The the Eight of Pentacles is, is that the 7 or the 8? I just want to make sure I'm accurately reading. It is the 8. So this person wants to come through. I'm just going to get my glasses on. Yeah, it's the 8. So the 8 of Pentacles is you possibly, they want to explore the opportunity of you investing in them. The 8 of Pentacles is looking back in the 7, and the 7 is somebody looking at all their work and the things that they invested in over the years in this relationship. The 8 is, yes, it's a good choice. I'm moving forward to continually invest. I want to keep investing. And that's what they're hoping you're going to say. So I have a match here with the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. And I feel like you both are single right now. And I feel like you both have had some time. I do feel this person's done some reflection. However, they don't see the whole picture of how, I don't think they know all the details of the stuff that went behind the scene to get you to detach from this person. I feel like you may have, like, I almost say receive some kind of download in, like, for sure, spiritual download, as well as like notification of your team, your family, your friends, that you were given opportunities to change your direction. Maybe you met somebody new. Maybe you recovered from this. Maybe you started dating. Maybe you started a new job. Maybe you moved. Like it was like pushed you out of the way because this person needed to grow up a little bit through reflection and through some spiritual insight. And I feel like that's kind of what's happening or has happened in the past. And this person hasn't gotten all the reflection done. He's not quite out of the woods. And he's going to come back, and what he showed you was uninterested, because all of a sudden, I think like Ghosted comes to mind, where you guys were kicking it and having a good time, and all of a sudden crickets. I'm like, what the hell happened? That's what happened, is the family influenced this person to go a different direction, or take no direction, or just ghost you, walk away. And I think they lied, and I feel like there was some, I don't know, I'm getting a lot of stories right now in my head. Several of them may have told him that you were already in another relationship. Several of them told him that you were your character, trying to keep it clean here, your character was less than stellar, liar, cheater, ho, 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 and this person, that you weren't down for, you wouldn't feel the same way about him as he feels about you. And somebody told him that. Like my spotted senses on my neck are standing up, and I'm like, woo. So this person is going to come offer you an honest, real conversation in hopes that you will accept. You make them extremely happy. This is very, very much like any, I don't know, I don't know what to say. This person historically showed you a good time, friendly, fun. You had some joy, real joy, like so did they. And they showed up as a King of Wands, so they might have ghosted or been in and out or hot or cold because they had feelings for you, and they're like hiding you. They're like sneaking around trying to get with you. Like you probably thought, are you with somebody? What's going on here? But they lived alone and you didn't see evidence of this, but they were trying to hold their feelings down for you because they knew that their family wouldn't approve. So I feel like they never took pictures with you. They didn't post anything about you. And you met with these folks. You hung out with you knew these family members, but they're like, I don't like him, or I don't like her, or whatever. That created a lot of anxiety, and they had to make a choice, and they chose their family over you. That's the vibe. Well, the history has been the King of Wands, which is the lowest vibing king, right? In the story of Tarot, that kind of tells us readers at what stage are they. They're coming back as a King of Cups. They're going to show you their feelings. This is a very emotional conversation. This is somebody who is extremely remorseful and regretful for the actions they've taken, and hopeful and optimistic and prayerful. I want to say they prayed about this. Like, if you give me a second chance, I will not screw it up. I get this. I get the meaning of this relationship. And they're hoping to God you're going to even entertain a conversation, let alone a conversation about a commitment. That will come up. They want to know if you're single. For several of you, 6, 8, 9, 10 months, maybe even years, have gaps of years, 2 years, maybe 18 months, 13 months have gone by. And this person, this is like a lot. And they're thinking about all the bullshit. I mean, I try to keep it clean, but there is not another word for this energy I'm feeling. This was a bunch of gameplay, lies, manipulation, and they're in their head because they were a part of it, because they wanted their family to know or believe that they had no feelings for you. So they may have jumped in and talked crap right along with them about you, trying to hide the fact their true feelings for you. I also feel this person's scared to death of getting abandoned and hurt. And you two have had some cycles together. You've had some throwdown verbal matches where you're like, quit fucking with me. Excuse me, but that's like the message. Quit. Stop lying to me. Like, that's the energy. It's like powerful. And you're up in this person's face yelling at him going, knock it off. You know, like, I know who you are. Don't lie to me. You can lie to anybody. Don't lie to me. I know you. And this person knows this. They know you know them. And whatever it is, however you two ended. I got a kid out here doing some weed work, so forgive the noise if they shows up. He's got earbuds on. He can't hear me. But that might be the feeling too, is, you know, like, I feel like they're now willing to put in the sweat equity, where before, and they're going to have to go back and amend this to their family. They're going to be like, yeah, she isn't that. She didn't do that. She isn't crazy. She isn't this. This was a orchestrated, divinely sent, matched, paired relationship. This person and you were supposed to be soul ties for a while. There was some things that you both needed to accomplish in this relationship. It's in the reverse, meaning it didn't come to fruition. It never got off the ground long enough. Several of you aren't entertaining this energy back. You're taking the whole lesson in a bite, and you're like, I'm done. One's good. I'm good. And their fear is that you won't accept him back as a lover. That's the truth. They're at the very minimum going to come and owe you an apology. This is this feeling. And the Page of Cups is like, let's go have a cup of coffee. I have a crush on you. It's flirty. They want to rekindle this relationship with you, and they want to entertain. They see you as the star, and it's very much wish fulfillment. That's the vibe, more so than you're a star. They might feel like you're a star. You're the best of the best. You're the GOAT. I had the same, so it must be the energy coming back. It just over the masses, because every reading I've done has had a different kind of vibe that's similar of retrograde, but this is a bit different. Libra, this person recognizes you as the support person in their life. They see you as the star of their life. The star is wish fulfillment, like everything I've wanted. And I hear the word partner. I hear the word Like, I need a superstar in my corner. I heard, I'll be your huckleberry. I heard I'll be your huckleberry. So I heard that. I heard, oh, it's off a movie too. Darn it. It's very much like peas and carrots, and it's not from Forrest Gump, but it is very much like Thick as Thieves, and it's where one ends and the other begins, but you can't see it because it's just one unit. That's the vibe I get. I can't figure it out. If you know what I'm talking about and this resonates, let me know. This is a long-standing in and out relationship. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. Is this done, or is this person I feel got manipulated as well? Yeah, they're making a decision right now, which is very similar to the Two of... I swear to God, I think he does this on purpose. Waits until I do the video. I just want to go outside and scream at him. So this person is in a sitting. Now, this is where do I want to invest my energy? And this is a life-changing decision. If you watched any of my earlier videos, the Two of Wands is, do I want to move to Japan or to Iowa? Now, of course, I can already answer that question. Iowa, But on the flip side is this person's already made a decision about where they want to be energetically. They want to be with somebody supportive. They've been praying about it. They want to be with somebody spiritually minded, like-minded. They've already prayed about it. You definitely have some differences. I feel like ethnicity, demographics. You might live at a distance. Somebody might still have a young child. There's all of that they're taking into consideration, saying, do I want to? And that's what the family used. The irony here is the family used all these negative things that they could call negative against you are the exact things they love about you. They love that you're a good parent. They love that you're very invested in your family. They love that you have a spiritual belief system, where I feel like the family, it's every man for themselves. It's very agnostic. Like, yeah, I guess I believe in God, but I don't really rely on him, talk to him. I don't trust it. I show up to church, and then I go home and smoke a joint and beat my dog. I mean, seriously, there's some sense of like hermit, Four Swords, heavy contemplation, because when this person makes a decision to come back, there's no plan B. They're like all chips in, it's a decision. They're sticking with it, and they don't want to be wishy-washy. You already have like 3 pages out and 2 kings. Tell me about this Devil. And I think that I want to know still more. Tell me more about the Seven of Swords. I feel like they came into understanding of they were manipulated more so than they were doing the manipulating, because I do feel like the things that they did, they don't want to come to surface, and they're definitely learning their lesson, because I do want to come in and offer you more, but not in the same spirit as buy your love. This is more of, I've wasted so much time. Let's take a trip, right? I'll pay for everything. That side of it, I want to spend time with you. They're investing in you. They're not, it's not even about money. Yeah, they want to heal this broken heart. They're still hurting and they're still recovering. And, okay, can you keep it real? There's another download I'm getting. Tell me more about this. Tower that they stepped over their 4 cups. There we go. Boom. That's the epiphany of I just shit in my cornflakes. Like I just ripped up my lottery ticket. I missed the day where Oprah was handing out $1 million under the chair. I missed it. I had a ticket. I was supposed to be in the seat, and I missed that day. I chose to sleep in. That's the vibe I get. They were historically conservative. They feel like you're going to be conservative, holding your feelings back. They are going to rush in. I feel like they haven't, with both of these in the reverse, they don't have all the answers, and they don't know. They're afraid to reflect, and they're not taking ownership for everything that they did wrong, but they are trying to manifest you back. This person isn't a bad person. This person was immature, very immature, very flighty. They're not coming in passionate. They don't want to be perceived as a drive-by. How's that? I'm trying to keep this real. I do have the Emperor in reverse, so you might be dealing with somebody who has immature, still hasn't grown up, behaviors. They're full of anxiety, making a decision, very nostalgic, but they expect, and this is my favorite, the King of Swords is somebody who's strategic. They have a plan, they have a map, they have a guide, and they want to come and talk to you about it. Now, that being said, there's some fears I'm getting from this read, and this is my warning, my red flag sign to you. There's a couple of them. So when because I saw the Emperor in the reverse, right? That's a narcissist, and without treatment or training or education or therapy, a narcissist has a get back button. So for a handful that are truly dealing with a clinically diagnosed narcissist, that's big deal, because you can be self-centered as hell and still not be a quote-unquote narcissist. But this person here may want to come back, and this is again Hermit in the reverse, rushing in, not taking ownership, and it's still reflected you're the problem. So if you kind of get that vibe, run the other direction. And also the intent is to harm. That's the secret. The secret, and this is why the swords are out on the table, is that they might want to get back at you for leaving them the first time around. So for the rest of you, and again, you're going to have to discern this. I don't know. There's lots of energies that watch us. If you're interested in a personal reading, the details are in the comment section below. Just click on the link and pick a time. And readings are $75 per 30 minutes, and sometimes they go up to an hour for $150. It's up to you, but they're pretty, like this, intense. This is justice for you. However this turns out, for a handful of you, you've been waiting for this day, and this person has elevated. They've done the work. They are immature. They're still growing up a bit, but they know what they want. And that's all you wanted, is an apology and right behavior, and that person is going to come correct. The other party may not, right? And they're going to be blaming, and they're going to be kind of half apologizing. That's half these cards in the reverse. And if they come back not owning their side of the street or blaming you, well, I did this because of you, don't accept it. Walk away. That's the story. They don't feel like they're going to be victorious. They're fearing so much time and so much gameplay that has occurred that they don't even know how to create this conversation. But they're sitting in a very deep sense of regret. Several crying. This person typically doesn't cry in public. They were raised to not, boys don't cry, men don't cry, be a man, suck it up, and so they're sitting, I think, a lot at evening drinking, thinking of you and wanting to rebirth this. And I can't make this crap up. They're going to come in with they want a passionate new start. I feel like they're going to ask you to wipe the slate clean. They're going to have an honest conversation, own their dirty deeds. Let me show you all of them. This all came out together. They want their 10 of Pentacles, which is everything. They want their wishes fulfilled, and they want to rebirth this, and they know it's dead. It's dead. It's been a cadaver for a while, and they want to put new life in it. And they have to come at it with an ace, because you can't just jump back into the story after the story closed. So they know this. They're not stupid. They know that they just can't show up with a Hallmark card, and some ice cream. Although maybe in my case you could do that. I'm just kidding. It needed to get a little light in here. This was a heavy read. So this is what's happening to you, Libra. Anything else? No. Okay, so I definitely want to pull a couple of these cards and don't want to leave you hanging. What are they dealing with? I'm going to pull two from two different piles. I love this deck. I love it. Are they all the same? Nope. Does it matter? No. So I'm going to put them together. These are my Hermit cards, and I feel like your person's sitting in Hermit. They may just text you out of the blue, show up at your door. There is, it's very retrograde, but it's genuine. At least the intensity of it, it's very intensified. This feeling of I need to make this right is real. That's what I feel, but I feel like they don't even know how. So tell me about what's going on. What would they say? I lie awake thinking about our future. This is the 10 of Pentacles. That's what they want. What else? Talking. They miss your talks. They want to chat. They don't have friends. Like, I got that vibe yesterday in a reading, is where when somebody has had such an emotional, spiritual, mental, of course physical, but the three outweigh the fourth, that's what they miss. I mean, the fourth was great too, don't get me wrong, but I feel like the rest of it, they could get that anywhere, and this is more like a real connection, a real like friendship, and they miss talking to you. They miss your intellect. They miss your offers of suggestions when they were going through problems. They miss that. They don't have anybody to talk to that brings them. They're like, I don't know why you bring that to me. That's kind of the people they're running into. It's like, man, that sounds terrible. I wouldn't know what to do. Good luck. And you have a list of Friends, you are on the list of many friends that they, like at 2 a.m. they would call you if they needed a ride. You'd be in the car, right? That's the vibe I get about you. The girl with the snake is the interruption that you have, and it could have been a sister, could have been a cousin, could have been a family member, it could be a second or third party outside this relationship that was in their ear. It could have been just somebody who had interest of not letting go or releasing this person out of fear. Phoenix Rising, this person's been through it and they're growing up. That's the vibe I'm getting. And the Phoenix Rising is understanding their worth and value and taking time to discern what's best for them. And screw the family. Sorry, I'm going to keep it real. That's the vibe I'm getting, is I see them like cutting cords everywhere because they feel like a puppet in everybody else's circus. Their theater act, and they thought they were the director, and here they are the puppet the whole time. They didn't know butterfly. That's my transformation card. Whoever I'm talking about has gone through a significant transformation. They are not out of the woods yet. They're still struggling with their addiction. I think they're still struggling with, like, it's not as heavy, but they're trying. And they're also increasing, like, medication. They're increasing therapy. They're doing some work. Do you think about me too? That's how long it's been. So they are wanting to know, have you forgotten about me? Because you're not texting. This is a no contact relationship. You have moved on a while ago. I feel like you think about this person every single day. You wonder about them. I wonder if they're in a relationship. You know, several of them did. And they tried to get over you because that's what the family wanted. I mean, it's really shallow. I don't know what to say. If I asked you to stay, would you leave? This person may ask you to move in. And this is the vibe I got off a reading last week. Same energy is you might go to coffee and go directly to a U-Haul place and move. I mean, like, it's going to go fast because they don't want to lose you. They know your value and they don't want to lose your level. And they're just kicking themselves because they're like, where else can I find somebody like Libra who's going to support me? I meant what I said. They hear your message of what you remember. The argument that I was talking about, you and them had a verbal not a conflict. It was just like you presented the truth and you're like, it's just constantly in this person's head. I could be your hero, baby. That's the other thing, is their self-esteem is tied to action, doing. I call it mule work, is where somebody in the family says, oh, go call so-and-so. They'll come and help you. Oh, go get, same person. Call so-and-so. Call so-and-so. So they're constantly being put in a position to fix other people's problems. And they didn't realize that this was codependent. They had no idea that this was keeping them sick. And because you threatened the nebulous of codependency, of toxic neediness in the family, you were a threat to that. So they all said, nope, we don't want kick that one to the curb. Go find a lower vibrating, person who we can manipulate. Yeah. And then I imagine you naked and you make me want to do bad things. I don't write the cards, but I do enjoy them. So this is, yeah. That's kind of the vibe I get, is this person thinks about you all the time. And when I say best of the best and the GOAT, just know you don't compare to anybody, which is a blessing. So that is, oh, wait, no, I'm not done. Sorry. If they could say anything to you, Libra, what would they say? I hide behind material things. I love tarot, y'all. Every single video, every single time, I feel it, I see it, I speak it, and then it shows up. This person was stupid, like shallow, but it's not their fault. That's how they were raised. They were raised by the TV set of the 80s and the 90s, and they were very impressionable, especially when you're in a poverty situation, a lower income. I get it. And you go to school and somebody shows up, I'm going to date myself, with some new Jordans at $300 a pop or $250 or whatever, and you can't afford that, but then everybody likes this kid because he's wearing the new Jordans. Do you understand what I'm saying? Or the new jacket, or the new haircut, or the thing, or the gold, or the whatever. That's the vibe I'm getting, is what kind of car you drive. So this is also saying, I feel you leaving me behind. That's the gap I was just talking about, that panic button. And then I couldn't let you get close to me. That's the other vibe, is they're historically like running away from commitment, running away from love, anything. They self-sabotage relationships. So Libra, whoever you're dealing with, is recognizing these things and they're owning it. This is the truth. Last one is, you came closer than anyone. Yep. I love tarot, y'all.
So
if this is your reading, hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell so you know when I upload the name of the next five winners for the free readings. I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. I will put those names on the community tab. Just click over to the community tab and you can find them. And if you're one of the winners, reach out to me and we'll schedule a time for a free reading. If you want a personal read, again, in the comment section or in the description box below is a link to click and just review my schedule. Until next time, Libra, love and light. Take care.